Hello, how is it going? My name is Otto and welcome to the channel. So a few days ago, I posted a video talking about the Zhiyun Crane M3S, which is a compact and lightweight gimbal perfect for cameras like the Sony a7 IV, but also for smartphones and action cameras. But the major limitation of this gimbal is that you cannot use bigger lenses. Zhiyun has now released the new Weebill 3S, which is a gimbal that can support heavier cameras and lenses. But besides that, it has some great features that have been improved over the last version. Just a quick reminder that this video is not sponsored. Zhiyun sent me this gimbal to test it out, but everything that I say in this video is my own opinion. With that being said, let's talk about this gimbal and the things that I don't like about it. A little bit about myself is that I am obsessed with gimbals. It goes way back before I even thought about making videos on YouTube, and I have to say that this gimbal has something quite unique. Down here to the right side, we have a grist support that you can adjust by turning this knob over here. The surface has a soft rubber material, and this grist support is going to be useful when you tilt the camera forward. I don't know how to explain this, but it feels like part of the weight of the gimbal and the camera is not there anymore. On the left side, there is a handle that can be adjusted to be used in different situations. If you need to use the gimbal on a briefcase position, you can use it like this, or you can twist it to this other position, and now you can use it as a second handle. This is going to help to make your movements smoother and more stable. And believe me when I say that with this and the grist support, you will feel less tired if you need to use this for extended periods of time. The height of this handle can also be adjusted depending on your needs, as you can see here. And at the bottom of this system, you can attach a tripod. I also like that this has a quick release system. So if you don't need to use this module, you just have to unlock this lever and push a safety button and the gimbal at the same time. The gimbal alone is 1,160 grams, and the lower section with the tripod has a combined weight of 700 grams. At over 1.8 kilos, this is not exactly a lightweight gimbal. And that's why the grist support and the handle combo feel like a great combination for this gimbal. But having this is optional, and if you feel that you don't need it, you have the option to buy the gimbal without it and save around $100. When it comes to the maximum payload, Zhiyun says that it will support a Nikon D850 with a Sigma 24-70mm f2.8. The weight of that setup is about 2 kilos or 4.4 pounds. So if your camera is around or below those numbers, I do believe that this gimbal is just going to be fine. Another improvement that they made to this gimbal is that you can switch the camera to a vertical position by just unlocking and removing the entire plate below the camera and then placing it back, as you can see in this video. The good thing is that there is no need to remove the camera from the quick release plate, and there is barely a need to rebalance the gimbal. The Weebill 3S has an integrated field light which is bicolor with a color temperature of 2600 to 5700 Kelvin. It is bright and dimmable, and I feel that this is a great accessory if you need to use the gimbal in low light situations. The Weebill 3S also features a high-capacity battery that will last for about 11 hours, and it fully charges in just about 2. I don't know how I would feel about using this gimbal for 11 hours, but I can tell you that this gimbal is very consistent, with no random shaking or weird movements, and the videos that you're going to get with this should be smooth and stable enough. Low-angle shots are also very easy to do with this gimbal, and for this, all you have to do is flip the gimbal upside down. And I don't know if I still have to say this anymore, but all the video clips that you have seen in the background do not have any kind of post-stabilization. This gimbal has a trigger and a control or adjustment wheel in the back. The trigger will let you recenter the camera, turn it around for vlogging, or quickly activate the sport mode. The control wheel is customizable and you can set it to manually move the tilt, the pan, or the roll axis. And this can add a lot of creativity to your videos, but you can also use it to change the aperture, the shutter speed, the ISO, and to zoom in or out. There is a display in the middle that will let you know the battery level and the gimbal mode that you're using, but this display is not touch enabled and it is beginning to feel a bit old in my opinion. On the right side, we have the power button and a menu button that you can control with this wheel. The wheel will also let you turn the light on or off, change the brightness and the color temperature. Over here, we have a full-size joystick that will move the camera around. You can control the speed of the movement, and this joystick is omnidirectional, meaning that it will move in any possible direction. The M button will change the different gimbal modes, which are pan follow, lock mode, and follow mode. If you double press it, it will go to POV mode, vortex mode, and portrait mode. Using vortex mode is how you can make the camera spin around to make this cool effect. It is important to know that this gimbal will spin without limits, and you can use the vortex mode manually, but there is an option inside the menu to make the gimbal spin by itself. The last button here will let you start or stop recording. To use this button or to change the settings on your camera, you need to connect it to the gimbal using one of the cables that you will get if you buy this gimbal. But the Weebill 3, just like the new Crane M3S, now has the ability to connect to your camera via Bluetooth without the need of any kind of adapters, and this is a great option to connect both devices. If you want to make sure that your camera is going to work with a Bluetooth connection, my advice would be to double check on the list of compatible devices that Zhiyun has on their website. This gimbal is now capable of doing time lapses and motion lapses, and to use these features, you just have to select them inside the menu on the gimbal. And fortunately, that means that you don't need to use your app on your smartphone. So it's time to go. But before you go, please give this video a like. I hope you're having an amazing day. My name is Otto, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Bye.